Sports. In this podcast, we talk about Carson High School sports, which we know aren't the best, but we talk about what we can fix with them. This episode, we're talking about football. See, Carson High School sports, we know are not really the best. We have some good things and we have some bad things. With football, there's quite a bit of issues that we gotta go over. So first, let's talk about coaching. Many of the coaches have different styles and ways of coaching, which is usually okay. But when it comes to practice, though, the coaches are not always on the same page, and this can really affect us when it comes to making substitutions or new plays or whatever we really need. If coaches aren't all on the same page, the team can kind of fall apart. Another issue, some of our coaches struggle to make in the moment changes. And so we all see this in the 2022-2023 season. We had a couple coaches in particular that didn't really change players that should have been changed, pulled some out or put some in. This really struggled throughout the season. We had one player who didn't really do his job, but always stayed in. We believe, though, that this starts at one particular spot. In the weight room, there's not really much enthusiasm. There can be a little bit of enthusiasm, but some of the players just slack off and don't take it serious, which is kind of an issue when we need players to take this serious, because if they're not taking it serious, then they're not going to be able to perform on the field as what we saw in the season. Another issue we once thought was that there wasn't enough people to put him there. So this player in particular was brought up from JV to play because we had people quitting off varsity, and when they brought him up, he couldn't perform. So we thought, even though we thought that the depth chart was not completely full, we actually got the chance to look at it and saw that it was kind of full, and there was plenty of spots to move people up, but it was not moved up. Back to the weight room, though. Some of the coaches are strict and don't really make it fun, which can be a good thing sometimes. Sometimes you need a hard workout, but sometimes you need to let the players have fun, compete within themselves. But I don't blame him. But we do have this one player that skips weights. We believe he's failing the class right now, mainly because he's never there. He is always like walking out as soon as the bell rings. We never see him in that class, which makes sense though because he is weighing like 280 pounds, squatting the same as someone who's like 150 pounds, which isn't really a good thing that they're not doing. In the weight room, though, coaches still try to have a game every once in a while. They only can do games when we have a good workout and not everyone is slacking off, and we actually see some effort put into the class. And when we do these workouts, maybe the coaches would change this up and do some fun things every once in a while. Maybe the attitude can translate onto the field, and by this it will show that we know when we can have to take this serious, also though when we can have some fun. So I feel like that'd be one thing that would help a lot. There are some coaches who do try to have fun during practice and make players do, and this kind of helps his players do better in games, and it helps them bond. The head coach tries his best to do fun things instead of fun trips and go to new places and play teams we haven't played before, as in for the 2024-2025 season, varsity is going out to Idaho to play in the Rocky Rumble, where they take a ton of teams from like Idaho, California, Nevada, and all of these bunch of teams, and then put them together and they play against each other, and then it just helps them get experience. We're also going down to Vegas, but they try to do their best. So, but not everything is because of the coaches. Another reason our team isn't really the best is because we don't have the majority at the school. We need to break down something that's a little serious. At our school, at Carson High School, it's mainly Hispanic, but most of the team is white. If we had more Hispanics come out and try, maybe we could. So an issue we see though is majority of the school isn't showing school spirit, isn't doing any effort for the school. They're just basically not even. Most of them don't even show up to school. If we had some of them just cared a little and tried football, maybe for just one season, maybe it would help a lot. Maybe our team could do better. And but we can never really know unless it doesn't happen. Some of the good things though, we do have good coaching. Sometimes a good point I brought up earlier was the coaching. The coaches try to make things fun. So what they sometimes do is they will incorporate a game into the workout. So it'll be like Sharks and Minnows, where it's a game. You're trying to tag or trying to get someone out, but it's a workout because they're trying to get you to run and get moving. Or they're just trying to. And also, another thing I like about some of the coaches is that they're doing their best to keep an upbeat attitude. Because you have some coaches that are just real strict and don't really care. Like they seem like they care, but they're not like showing enthusiasm during practice. And then you have those coaches that are like balls to the walls, trying their hardest, like trying to hype up everybody and make it real fun. So if you look, like, to sum it all up, there's a lot of good things or a lot of bad things, yes, but there can be some good things sprinkled in there. And with these good things, maybe the sport can do better. See you next time on CHS Sports.